welcome to RAWminiwargaming.com. Tonight we're going to be looking at some battle maps that have been sent to us by Pworks.com, a very successful firm originating from Italy. We've been lucky enough to obtain some for the club, and we're looking at sort of taking the future of mini wargaming forward by sort of removing the old style, make your own battlefield, to a more of an easy, slick system of usable maps. We're going to be demonstrating tonight two types of map. One of them will be a PVC roll-up, and also the second version, which is a mouse map based configuration. Thanks very much Pworks for sending them to us, really appreciate it, can't wait to get going with them. So without further ado, let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, this is what's known as the lifeless land map. It comes in either 6x4 or 4x4, and again you can choose the option for PVC or mouse mat. It's a really interesting colour. This is ideal for fantasy games such as Malifaux, such as maybe for Warhammer 40k or other tabletop space age war games. It's got some really nice interesting colour schemes, and also what I like about it is it's not too heavy on the eye, and it will actually draw out sort of your battlefield in which you're playing. We've opted for the 4x4 in PVC. As you can see, it kind of rolls up. Be interesting to see how it works in the long term. Certainly has good value. This cost us, this is £40 in British money. However, PVC is fast, it's easy to roll up. This has come out straight from the container wrapping, so you can pretty much put it straight out and it's good to go. Be interested to see durability over a set period of time, but if you're looking for a cheap and affordable way of having a map that's easy to store and put out the way, PVC is a good choice. Again, we can now paint terrain specific to this map should we choose to, craters, buildings, etc. And there's some really interesting colours with the bright green to bring out almost like a demonic kind of battlefield. So let's move on. Pworks has done a good job here of sort of creating basically a natural field sort of scrubland effect with the second 4x4 board which we ordered. As you can see, it's a nice like green colour. We're looking ideal for either sort of historical skirmish or war gaming, even down to the 15mm range. Moving on, you could be looking at, say, a Warhammer Fantasy Battle, Age of Sigmar. So again, it gives you options. We've picked this one because it'd be ideal for War Machine, because it will kind of help bring out the life of the figures that are made for that. Again, we've gone for the PVC, easy option. The 4x4, so we can roll it up, store it as we see fit. Ideal for those lazy Saturday afternoons around your house. Very happy with this one. Pworks done a really good job with the colour scheme. It's not too bright, it's got enough detail to make it interesting without overloading your senses, and really, as you should be doing, focusing on the army at hand rather than too much colour which could blend the army in. Again, this one's called Woodland. This is another of the 6x4 PVCs that we've ordered. It's called Land of Mars, and it's certainly got a lot of life to it. Ideal for sort of futuristic war gaming, whether it be a 40k, an Infinity or other such stuff. It really sort of brings out the life on the planet Mars and gives a good backdrop for your armies to fight on. Straight out of the packaging, as you can see, it's rolled beautifully flat with a 6x4 board. We could be lifting up both edges. This table is a 6x3, I believe, so it helps we have the overlap. But it's looking really nice. I'm really excited to see this one, and I think this is going to be popular with the gamers down at Raw. Moving on, we're going to look now at the 6x4 mouse mats made by Pworks. It's a really nice colour scheme. It really is good for an undead army or other futuristic battlegrounds. You've got really good opportunities here for different type of game. And this is what I'm really liking about the Pworks stuff. It's whether you go fantasy sort of background or whether you move on and go to a futuristic setups. Pworks stuff, the battle mats you pick can be used in both. If you have a look, the mouse mat itself is thinner than the GW one that I reviewed earlier. However, I'm really quite pleased with the quality of it. It's rolled out nice, there's no kinks. Again, this has come straight from the packaging, and it's immediately usable for play. I like this kind of close out, sort of cracked landscape. For those of you that are playing on a bit of Age of Sigma, or you could, games such as, I don't know, War Machine, it really would set the backdrop well. Lots of opportunities to build terrain for this as well, to really bring it to life. Very pleased with this one. Currently the 6x4s in mouse map from Pworks, they go for about 59 British pounds, or just under 70 euros. So really, sounds like a cost, it probably is, but in terms of making your life with gaming easier, being able to pack up really quick, not relying on a big heavy board shoved somewhere with all your hard work, terrain, painting getting ruined because it's leant against the wall. This is going to allow for just a quick deployment, and especially those of you that are playing in your homes or your back rooms, you can just quickly roll out a table, slap one of these mats down, and you're good to go. Our next 6x4 is another Pworks mouse mat. This one itself is called War Sand. It's quite a straightforward sandy background with a small bit of ridging going along here. Again, ideally suited for either fantasy, historical, or indeed sci-fi futuristic. It allows for good opportunities to play your games, really. For those of you that are big into sci-fi, using a variety of maps, well, especially in a campaign setting where you're moving from planet to planet, is a good way of sort of investing a bit of extra depth to your story. Really liking this mat. It's a nice colour, not too heavy on the eye, not too bright, but detailed. Means that your minis will show out rather than the terrain itself sort of overtaking the hard work painting that you've done. Comes again with the same sort of thin but durable mouse matting, ideally for easy storage. And if you look, I've just rolled up the mat there for the last one that I reviewed. As you can see, it really rolls up quite easy and is quite straightforward to put away. What I will be interested in seeing what happens on repeated use, whether or not they retain their shape or whether they develop kinks or unnatural sort of bumps. I've been told that you can actually iron these mats. Should one sort of become need a bit of work, you can iron them, but as long as you do the ironing, I believe, from the rear side rather than the printed front side. Again, this retails at £59. Looking at our next 6x4, we've got Deadlands, a very dark and a kind of mysterious terrain piece that Pworks have painted. We have skulls, we have a slight undertone of lava. It really looks quite morbid and somewhat fascinating. For those of you who want to explore demon worlds in your battling, maybe you're a Malifaux wanting to kind of capture your weird stones, whatever it is, you can explore it here on Deadlands. A lovely terrain piece. Again, dark colours, I like them. There's the area in the middle that's a bit lightly coloured, which brings focus to the battle that you'll be playing in. And in short, it's a nice little map. Again, we've gone for the 6x4, looking at the opportunity to fold, put away. We've gone for a mouse mat version. Good thing about Pworks stuff is everything is the same price. There's no difference in regards to the mat. So again, this retails round about £59. A good investment? Yeah, definitely. I'd like to think so. Last but not least is City Ruins, a 6x4 map that unusually for Pworks, there's quite a bit of detail on it, from roads to moving areas. Great for your 40k or other futuristic players. This has got everything that you need to kind of give it that human stroke alien landscape to enjoy. It's probably the most detailed they've produced so far, with everything from landing pads to road networks marked out, but with enough sort of bricks and mortar etc around to denote this is an active battle scene. I like it. I think it's going to prove one of our popular ones, and I dare say that there's going to be a lot of fighting over it. My only criticism's the wrong word, strong word, with the marking of this sort of path, this fence way here, some people, you know, it might allow people to argue, is there a fence there, is there not? Personally, if I was GMing it, I'd be saying, well, unless it's an actual 3D bit of terrain there, it just counts as flooring. But I think you just need to be aware and establish that before the game starts. Great little and probably great little map, and probably their most daring, really, because they've really tried to put their signature to this. But I do like it. This map and all the other 6x4s, as I've said before, retail at £59. But for those of you who want to play at a 3x3 level or even a 4x4 level, all these maps are available at different at them sizes. What you're generally looking at is around about £40 for a 4x4 map, PVC, and I think it goes up to about £48 for the map for a gaming map version. And when you move up to the mouse mat sort of work, you're looking around about 60 British pounds. I ordered 10 of these maps just over a week ago, and they're already around my house, and that's including travel time from Italy. So really a good quick service. You won't be ordering and waiting. You'll be Alessandro, who manages Pworks. He's really ever good. I dealt with him over email, and as soon as I got established quite what I wanted to order, within 24 hours I'm getting the markup to say printed. Next day will be shipped. And like I said, from Italy to London, from purchasing to arrival, took just under a week. So I'm really pleased with their performance there. Go on their website, Pworks, Pworkwargaming.com. They've got a whole variety of products, not only mats but other stuff that they do, terrain pieces, scenery cannons, etc. You can sort of move your way around, pick the map you want, adjust the size, etc. And then it will give you a quote on the pricing. I would recommend them. Very happy with what I've got. Those of you that come to the club on a Saturday, this is what you're going to be fighting over. They'll be set up every week. As running a club, this is going to make my life really easy in terms of managing the setup and the putting away, and equally it's going to, where before when we used sort of painted boards built themselves, yeah, definitely you have that more personal sort of arty touch to a painted board that you've made yourself. But the downside being the regular setting them up and putting them away, you will invariably lead to damage and wear and tear. I'm really hoping with these Pworks mats that they're going to stand the test of time and really make my life easier at managing, keeping the gaming club sort of up to date with its kit. Hope you like these mats. I'm really looking forward to using them, really looking forward to start putting scenery on them and seeing them being used by players. I look forward to seeing you at the weekends. I look forward to seeing you fight on these mats at the weekend. I hope you like this video and I hope it's informative. Please subscribe to our channel or put some notes below. We're always open to feedback. We're new at this filming business, so we're kind of sort of gently feeling our way around it. So any feedback is always good for us. Well, this is Neil at RAWminiwargaming.com signing out. Thanks for watching.